it's Hannah and welcome back to another video. It is officially February, which is the month of love and Valentine's Day, and it really got me thinking, what is the one place that really inspires a lot of great romance, a lot of great love stories? And it's Paris, you guys. Like, Paris is by far one of those cities that is just so iconic for being the city of love, the city of light. And I have quite a few books on my TBR that are Paris themed or just take place in Paris, and I am just so excited to read these books and really get into some of those really cozy like romance vibes. So these are the books that I want to read that take place in Paris. There's actually 4 books here that I want to get through for the month of February that are all a bit Paris themed, take place in Paris, have some sort of Paris element to them. And the first one I will say is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. This is actually on my physical TBR for the month of February, and I really hope that I can get through this maybe towards the end of the month. I think this is going to be one of those books that I pick up and put down quite a bit because it's so emotionally charged, and there's a lot of like sad moments in this book that I've heard from other reviews. But in this story, it takes place during World War II in the Nazi-occupied area of France, in Paris, of course, and we are following our main character who lives with her father, and they help take care of this museum for this ancient artifact, which is a diamond, and the Nazis are trying to take this diamond, so they're kind of sworn to protect this like special artifact of the city. Meanwhile, we're also hearing from the perspective of a young boy who ends up being part of the Nazi regime, and I believe their paths may cross at some point. I don't really have much more of like an inkling of what the story's about other than that, but I'm really excited to read this. It is a Pulitzer Prize winner, so I just know off the bat that it's going to be a really good read. It's going to be very emotionally charged, and there's also a Netflix series for this, and I can't wait to watch that and compare it to the book to see which one's better. But yeah, this is the first one. Moving on, we have Paris is Always a Good Idea by Jen McKinley. This has been on my TBR for a while now. I've had this for a couple months, and I'm obsessed with the story outline of this. It sounds so good, you guys. It's basically about this girl, Chelsea, and she went and studied abroad in France at one point in her life during her college years. Now that she's back in the States, her life kind of takes a turn for the worst. It looks like her mother has died, her father's remarried, and she feels a little bit behind in her life. But she remembers that there's these 3 men that she had flames with back when she was studying abroad in Paris. So she's going back to Europe in the hopes of finding these 3 different men, and maybe she will end up with the great love story of her life and rekindling one of these old flames that she had. And I just find this so cute. I wonder if this is going to be a rom-com. It's kind of giving me like rom-com vibes. It has definitely that potential, so excited to read this one. The third book on this Paris TBR is going to be Jacqueline in Paris by Anne Ma, I believe is how you say the author's name correctly. And this is a historical fiction. It takes place in Paris post-World War II, actually, in 1949. So this is going to be really interesting. You don't really see too many historical fiction stories that take place just after World War II. So I'm really curious to see what historical information is going to get pulled into this, what Paris is going to be like from Jacqueline's perspective. And while she is there studying abroad, she really starts to witness the changes that the city has gone through. Her perspective and expectations of Paris have really dramatically changed from what she thought it was going to be prior to getting to Paris. And then when she's there, she really sees, wow, like this war took a toll on the people. The French resistance did so much for its country. I really think this one's also going to be pulling at my heartstrings. It is really interesting. I've seen this book multiple times when I've gone to the bookstore, and I pass by it and pick it up like every single time, and I finally was just like, I'm just always gravitating towards this book. I love the cover. It's so beautiful. Even the spine is really beautiful with this peachy like pink kind of color. It just kept calling out to me, and the storyline sounds really interesting, especially with the historical fiction nature of it taking place just after World War II. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to go. I have quite high expectations for this book. The last Paris-themed book that I have on my TBR that I'm like super excited to get through is 30 Days of Paris by Veronica Henry. I have read another book by this author earlier in January, which was How to Find Love in a Bookshop, and I didn't like it. I gotta be completely honest with you guys. I didn't like it very much, and it was very character driven and not plot driven. But this story seems a little bit more plot driven. It sounds really, really cute, and I'm just really excited to get into it. So basically in this book, we are following Juliet, and Juliet left a little piece of her heart in Paris, and now separated from her husband and her children, it's time to get back. So she puts on her best red lipstick, books a cozy attic apartment near Notre Dame, and takes the next train out of London. Arriving at the, is it Gare du Nord? I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm so sorry. The memories came flooding back, bustling street cafes, cheap wine and candlelit bars, and a handsome boy with glittering eyes. But Juliet has also been keeping a secret for over 2 decades, and she begins to realize it's impossible to move forwards without first looking back. Something tells Juliet that the next 30 days might just change everything. So this is so cute. I think it has like contemporary romance types of vibes, and I absolutely love this cover, you guys. This pink is so vibrant. I love the story that this is telling. Like, we can see the Eiffel Tower right here in the middle, and this gold lettering is so classy, so phenomenal. I think this is going to be a really good book. It is a little over 350 pages, and oh my god, you guys, wait, you have to see this. Look, the chapters have little Eiffel Towers on them. Like, how freaking cute is that? Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Like, I really hope that one day I can go to Paris and really witness all of the beautiful things that I read about and really get to experience the city at least some point in my life. But for now, I'm really excited to kind of get in a Paris mood and read through these books for the month of February. I think it's very fitting with it being Valentine's Day here soon. So let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of these books or have any other Paris recommendations that you think would be really cute and wonderful to read for the month of February. You guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I love you guys so much. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all of the YouTube things that you know how to do, and I will see you in the next one soon. Bye!